Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Here's your boy Forex Noipy. And on today's video, pag-uusapan natin yung part 2 ng Forex Explained Easy. Ngayon, kung hindi ka pa nakakapanood ng part 1, I highly suggest that you do. Just scroll down to my videos and you will see it. No? Ngayon, recap muna tayo ng part 1. Ano bang pinag-usapan natin doon? So, pinag-usapan natin doon is pag nag-buy ka at tumaas yung price, like this graph below, right here in this picture, is kikita ka depende sa dami ng pip na itinaas niya. Or, mababawasan ka naman depende sa dami ng pip na ibinagsak. Okay? So, remember na all currency pairs, ang pip ay located sa 4th decimal place except for pairs with JPY in it or Japanese yen. Kasi yung Japanese yen, nasa 2nd decimal place yung pip nila. Okay? So, contrary is pag nag-sell ka naman at bumaba ang price, kikita ka rin. Depende sa dami ng pips na ibinagsak kasi nag-sell ka. Diba? Or, pag ang pwede ring mangyari is mabawasan ka depende sa dami ng pips. Diba? So, kung nag-sell ka at tumaas, mababawasan ka. Pag nag-sell ka at bumaba, kikita ka. Okay? So, that's it for the recap. Ngayon, let's talk about what our main topic is. So, i-connect kasi natin tong lahat. Diba? So, yung tip na yan, simulan natin sa leverage. Okay? So, sa lahat ng mga forex brokers natin, they all have different types of leverages. No? Ano ba yung leverage? Leverage is a tool that allows traders to control a larger position size with a smaller amount of capital. Para siyang loan within that broker to amplify your buying power, your potential gains or losses actually from a single trade. Ngayon, sa iba't ibang dami ng brokers na makikita nyo dyan, may 1:50, mayroong 1:100, mayroong 1:500 ratio, at iba-iba pa yan. Ibig sabihin yan is your money is amplified 50 times, 100 times, or 500 times. Right? So, that depends. Ngayon, alam ko hindi pa ito masyadong malinaw, no? So, magbibigay tayo ng example. Okay. So, ito yung example 1 natin when you trade with leverage. So, let's pretend, no, na you have a forex trading account na $1,000 lang yung kaya mong i-invest, no? And you want to trade EUR/USD currency pair. Tapos, nag-decision ka when you opened up your broker, 50:1 leverage lang ang gusto mo. Okay? So, with 50:1 leverage, you can control a position size up to $50,000. Up to. Okay? Not necessarily na agad mo agad yun. No? Up to $50,000, which is 1,000 times 50. Kasi nga, 1:50. This means that your $1,000 can control as much larger trade na kung $1,000 lang naman talaga yung pera mo, no? Ngayon, you decide to open a position to buy 10,000 lots of EUR/USD. Yung total value ng position mo is $10,000. If the price moves in your favor by 1%, that means you would make $100 of profit. That is basically $10,000 times 1%. Okay? We'll explain that further, pero sana dito, kung may tanong ka na, paki-comment down below na. Tapos, since nandiyan ka rin lang naman at napakadali lang naman talagang mag-like, baka naman, pwedeng mag-like ka na at saka mag-subscribe ka na, no? Okay. Sige, let's move forward, no? Let's go to the position size. Yan, makikita nyo kasi yan, naka-highlight na red, di ba? Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo na yung position size, that terminology is equal to the term lot size. So, minsan makikita nyo sa mga usapan, position size yung tinatawag nila. it's also equivalent to the term lot size. Okay? Alright. So, ano nga ba yung lot size or yung position size? Ito yon. So, a lot size. Merong iba't ibang klase ng lot sizes. Si brokers, no? Depende sa broker yan. Again, do your research, understand better. So, si lot size ay may 4. Si standard, mini lot, micro lot, at nano lot. Okay? So, si standard lot ay, ibig sabihin na to is 1.0 lot. Yung 1.0 lot mo represents 100,000 units of the base currency in a currency pair. For example, if you're trading EUR-USD currency pair with a standard lot, you are buying or selling 100,000 euros kasi yun yung base currency pair. Okay? Sa mini lot naman is 1/10 of the size of the standard lot. So, 1/10. So, babawasan lang natin, it's representing 10,000 units of the base currency. At pababa yan ng pababa dahil hindi naman lahat ng tao kayang umafford ng $1,000 immediately, $2,000, $5,000. It's different across the world. So, inimbento nila to until nano lots. Ngayon, hindi lahat ng broker ay umaabot sa nano lot. Minsan hanggang mini lot lang, minsan hanggang micro, minsan hanggang standard lang. Okay? So, again, do your research and you'll find out. Okay? So, again, just to remind, position size is equal to the term lot size. Okay? So, ngayon, ano nga bang correlation nitong leverage at saka lot size? No? So, punta ngayon tayo dito. So, leverage amplifies your lot size. Okay? Leverage allows you to control a larger position size than your account balance. It's represented as ratio. So, kung 1:50, 1 times 50 yan. Yun yung MAC. Kung 1:100, 1 times 100 yan. Yun yung MAX, etc. Okay? Kasi when you apply leverage, you can use a smaller amount of capital to trade larger lot sizes. Okay? So, sa makikita nyo, kung pumunta kayo dun sa ibang videos ko, may makikita kayo doon na $500 account challenge. Nag-open ako ng isang broker at nag-deposit lang ako ng $500. At ang ginamit ko doon ay standard lot. Okay? So, ano naman yung lot size? Okay? So, yung lot size determines your position exposure. Okay? So, si position exposure, ibig sabihin na ito kung ano bang size nung trade mo. So, 1 pip, ilan ang i-gain mo noon pag nag-gain ka ng 1 pip at ilan naman ang mawawala sa'yo pag nag-lose ka ng 1 pip. Okay? The lot size that you choose determines the volume of the currency pair you are buying or selling in a trade. Okay? Larger lot sizes means yung exposure mo to losing or gaining more is greater. Depende sa price movement. As each pip movement in the currency pair price will result in a proportionally larger profit or loss. Okay? Again, it goes both ways. It's either win or loss. Alright? So, sample pa? Gusto niyo pa example? Sige. So, magbigay pa tayo ng isang example. Dito naman, ang gagamitin nating pair ay Euro-USD at a standard lot size. Okay? Remember, dun sa lot size natin is 100,000 euros or 1.0, no? 1.0 is equivalent to 100,000 euros. Okay? So, let's pretend na nag-buy entry ka. Ang lot size mo ay 1.0 at nag-buy entry ka sa 1.08782. Naka-highlight yung pang-apat na decimal dito para malaman mo na ayan yung pip. Okay, yan yung measurement natin. Diyan tayo tutingin. Okay? Ngayon, nag-buy ka nga di ba? So, ang nangyari, nag-profit ka ngayon at kinlose mo na yung trade mo sa price na 1.08882. Okay? Diyan mo kinlose ngayon. Ngayon, pag pinag-minus mo tong dalawa, itong 1.08882 minus kung saan ka nag-entry, ang total gain mo dyan ay 10 pips. Okay? So, dahil 10 pips ang gain mo, tapos standard lot ka, ang 1.0 lot size is equivalent to $10 per pip. That means ang total profit mo ay $100. Okay? So, pag pinagbaliktad mo to, ibig sabihin, hindi ka nag-profit, nag-close ka while you're losing, syempre, hindi profit yan. Loss yan. So, mababawas ngayon yan sa capital balance mo. Okay? Sana malinaw yan, mga Kanoypi. Kung wala, this is the closest explanation and shortest explanation I can give you. Comment down below lang kung may tanong ka pa. Okay? So, ngayong alam mo na, anong sunod? Ito na, totoo. Okay? So, anong sunod? Unang-una, ito suggestion ko, no? Kasi mas maganda kung experiential learning ka, ang gawin mo is mag-open ka muna ng demo account. Okay? Huwag magde-deposito ng totoong pera. Testing lang. Okay? Mag-open ka ng demo account para maintindihan mo yung tip na sinasabi ko. Balik-balikan mo lang yung video pagka hindi mo naiintindihan. Okay? Pangalawa, nasa YouTube ka na lang rin naman, manonood ka ngayon, mag-research ka ng Forex trading strategy. Type mo lang doon, no? Para maintindihan mo, simple lang. Magsimula ka sa scalping strategy, total demo lang naman yan eh. Diba? Try mo lang, no? Tapos, pag nakahanap ka na ng, parang gusto ko tong trading strategy na to, kung may kita ako dito. Huwag kang click-click lang ng buy. Kahit na demo yan, nauubos din naman yan. No? It's fake money, pero mauubos pa rin naman yan para hindi ka na ma-hassle, diba? Ngayon, pag nagawa mo na yan, mag-create ka naman ng rules mo for trading. Sinabi kong rules, tulad ng rule ko, halimbawa, 3 lang ang rule ko. Identify ko lang kung ano yung bias dun sa software na ginagamit ko, which is A1 Edge Finder Pro. Maghahanap ako ng trending na currency pair, tapos magsa-setup ako based on support and resistance sa 1-hour time frame. That's simple. No? You can create rules, use different tools like the MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands. Bahala ka. May marami kang makikita dyan. It's unlimited resources, right? Ngayon, once you're there at nakapag-create ka na ng rules for trading mo at gusto mo nang magsimula mag-trading, wag muna. Mag-stick ka sa demo account mo. Gumawa ka ng panibagong demo account para reset ka ulit kung gusto mo. Bahala ka. Pero I suggest, if you do, treat it your own money, like your own real money, and remove all emotions when trading. Just follow the rules. Just follow the rules. Kung wala kang makita, huwag ka mag-trade. Kasi alam mo, number 1 rule ng isang trader is to preserve your money. Preserve your capital. Don't just trade it and think that you will win. It's not like that. No? Huwag ganun. Okay? Ngayon, pag nagugustuhan mo at may natututunan ka dito sa pinag-uusapan natin, mga Kanoypi, pakisuyo naman, baka naman, mabilis lang naman mag-subscribe. Wala naman mawawala sa'yo, no? Baka naman, pwede mag-subscribe. Tapos pa-thumbs up na rin, tsaka comment down below. Makakatulong to sa channel natin para mas ma-inspire tayo gumawa ng more learnings in terms of Forex trading. Okay? Sa ngayon, ito lang muna. Maraming salamat sa panonood, mga Kanoypi. Till my next video. Goodbye!